T family, it's Dog Baby 4400. I hope everyone is having a wonderful, marvelous Sunday. I haven't been on for a while because I've been doing some things around my house, but I have been watching some people. And I just wanted to come on here, guys, to just give a short dedication to Prince and just tell you what Prince meant to me, you know. And I grew up with Prince, you know. I'm not that far from his age. And Prince was my teen idol. I had like posters of the wall of Prince, and back in the day when he was inside the bathtub and the bikini drawers on and a long trench coat, I was absolutely nuts about Prince. And that was his first record, The Soft and Wet. I was so crazy about him then. And then when he made I Want to Be Your Lover and came out with that album, and he was starting to tour. He didn't tour with the first one, but he toured with the second one. That was in 79. Well, y'all guys pretty much know my age, but that was in 79, and I was 14 and my sister was 15, and we begged my mom to let us go to his concert, and my mom did. And if my mom would only knew, guys, when we got there, what the concert was really like. And seeing this half-naked man, I'm just losing my mind. I'm so in love. He had his hair parted on his side, and it was pressed and curled and flipped, and he had a big hoop earring. He had on a pair of thongs and a long trench coat, and I was totally in love. And we had great seats. We had like 9th or 10th row, and he was headlining. He was the second act. It was Rick James's show, and the second act was Prince, and then it was like Roger Troutman and the Zap Band and what's that other group? Atlantic Star, I believe it was, something like that. I can't really remember the other ones because the ones that stand out to me was Prince, and because it's so long ago, I just was waiting for Prince to come on. But anyway, guys, I learned something also with that tour. I didn't know that weed was Mary Jane until I seen Rick James performed. He's throwing out the bags of weed to everybody, talking about the police gonna lock me up, what y'all gonna do? And everybody was like, we're gonna F him up. So, you know, if my mom knew that we were in that, she probably would have went wild and would have never let us go. Well, after that, I was a complete fan of Prince's. I started a fan club in my junior high school, and in my high school, I was just strung out. Every album he came out with, every concert he went to, we were there within the Virginia, DC, Maryland, Delaware, PA area. We was at Prince's concert. And I remember, you guys may not believe me, but this was his, I think it might have been, I can't remember what tour it was, but at one of his tours, I mean, we had second row. And we was in second row, and when the concert started, he comes out, everybody jumps out their chairs and runs to the front of the stage. We were up there, and Prince was singing "Do Me Baby," and he started to unbutton his pants on the side, and he was looking straight at me. Well, at least I thought he was looking straight at me, and he did his finger like that. He said, "Come here, help me." I flew up on that stage, and when I grabbed him, my legs went around him just like this, and I just started kissing him. He kissed me back. The security guards grabbed me and threw me out in the audience. I went out like this, and then when I got on top of people's heads, they were touching me and everything and talking about, "I can't believe you did that," and all that. It was really, really something. So after that, my mom was really intrigued. She was like, "Why are my daughters crazy about this man?" She would hear us playing his songs all the time. And she said, "I'm going because I want to see what this is all about." Now, this was toward the Purple Rain time. Then all the other stuff had passed. I think this was Purple Rain, I believe. And it was at the Capitol Center in D.C., which is now called something else. But we went to see him there, and I wore all purple. I mean, I was just a die-hard fan of Prince's. And I even kept up with him as he got older. So when I heard the news, I was like totally devastated. My son was here, and he was like, "Mom, you look like he's a member of the family." Well, he was. I grew up with him. I mean, this man was on my wall for years as a kid, you know, and I love all of his music. And now I'm just seeing everything comparing to Michael Jackson and Prince, trying to compare the two. The two were both totally different styles. And I like Mike too. I actually loved Michael Jackson as well, but not like Prince. Prince spoke to me. To me, this is only in my opinion, that Michael Jackson was more of a younger, for the younger people. For some reason, I thought that, because Michael Jackson didn't talk the stuff that Prince talked. So I was more interested in the stuff that Prince talked, you know. So yeah, I think Prince was a brilliant artist, gone way too soon. Wow. When I was little, I can remember thinking about me and my sister trying to get our little change together and fly to Minneapolis and find Roger Nelson. And I mean, I was just crazy over him. So it's like losing a part of my life, you know. I'm never going to hear Prince again. I was truly devastated. And if it does come up to be drugs, I don't know if I would believe that he was using drugs or whatever, because Prince was such a even though he did the exotic stuff and everything, you know, I don't know if you guys know, he was Jehovah's Witness, and he was that all his life. And then after a certain amount of years, he changed over and changed his life about, maybe, I think it was like 10 years ago, maybe 7 to 10 years ago, something like that. And he went back to that. So he never drank, smoked, or any of that. I don't know about the drug thing, but that's the way it was presented. So I'm just holding my judgment, and I'm not even in judgment with him, because even if it was that, I still love Prince. He still made a big impact on my life, and I think he is one of the best. Now, I'm not a person to say Michael Jackson was the king of pop. I think, in my opinion, Prince was the king of everything, because he had the funk rock, he had the pop, and he had R&B. And with Michael, I can only make one comparison, is that Michael was R&B and Michael had to cross over to pop. Prince came out a pop star. He came out when he hit the scene and he made it big. He was pop. He did not have to cross over to anything. And another thing, I think Michael had an advantage because Michael came up under the Jackson 5. Now, don't get me wrong, he's multi-talented, just like Prince. But Prince just has a little added extras because he learned to play 27 instruments, self-taught. He wrote all his music. He played all the instruments on his 4 first albums. I mean, I just love Prince, you know. And I hope his legacy, he didn't have any children. He did have a son, but he died. And I just hope that his legacy continues on and his music touches some people, because my son only heard him as an adult when I used to play him around the house, you know. I mean, as a kid, he would hear me playing around the house, but it wasn't from the beginning. And I was there from the very beginning. So I'm very sad about Prince. And it took me a while to make this video because I've just been like he was an old boyfriend or something. So guys, thanks for watching. Sorry the video was long, but I just wanted to really express myself about Prince, and that he was he was just a revolutionary. He changed the game of music and the style. He did it on his own terms. He was just great, brilliant. Wrote for a lot of people, got a lot of people's careers started. I just adore him. And did you guys see Stevie Wonder giving a tribute to him, and he just bust out crying? He couldn't even, well, not bust out crying, but he got emotional and started to tear up, and he couldn't even do Purple Rain anymore. I mean, a lot of people loved him, you know. So thanks for watching my video, you guys. Have a wonderful night. Bye-bye.